Alexis Allen, calling case 23058333001. The people of the state of Michigan versus Alexis Nicole Allen. Defendant is charged with count 1, home invasion, first degree, count 2, weapons, firearm, discharge or enter at a building, count 3 and 4, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 5, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Count 6, 7, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 8, domestic violence. Today is the day and time for a bond redetermination hearing.
Could I possibly speak to my attorney?
Yes. What's the bond for Miss Allen?
Judge, it's 25,000 cash, with no alcohol, no weapons, no contact. I think it's a GPS tether house arrest, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor, tether house arrest.
Argument.
Judge, so what I want to argue, Your Honor, my client's 25 years of age. She has absolutely no prior criminal history. She works, she's a software engineer. She has her bachelor's in computer engineering from Bowling Green University, Judge. She's got 3 kids, and Mr. Hollis is the father of her kids, Judge. She's been dealing with a lot of postpartum depression. She's been dealing with some things. She's been taking some classes and doing some things to anger management classes, trying to correct certain things. Now, there have been several physical altercations between her child's father and her previously, where she hasn't pressed charges. She hasn't followed through on certain things. Now, this is a situation, Judge, where this got out of hand. But it was a situation where it got out of hand, I think, between both parties. Now, there's a video. Unfortunately, Judge, the video only shows what happens after the complainant starts to shoot at my client first. Then he starts to record after the fact. So that's what we have, Judge. But at the end of the day, Judge, I just want to say my client's job, she works. She needs to get back to work, Judge. One of the things that's holding her up is this tether. And I'm going to be honest, Judge, she posted the bond. The bond is posted. But the tether is the thing that's kind of holding her up. And I'm trying to ask the court to consider not putting her on GPS tether so she doesn't have to wait. She can get back to work. She has a very good job. She supports her kids. And the complainant, in my understanding, saying he's not going to press charges. But, that's neither here nor there. We got to learn. And I talked to Ms. Allen in depth. And that's what took me so long to talk about you going forward, you dealing with all the things you have to deal with your postpartum, with your life. And doing all the things that you know how to do based on the program you've been going through, based on all of that stuff. Have no contact with him. You guys do the third party exchange to somebody else right now, and you work on you. She understands that, Judge. She doesn't want to go near and be exposed to this situation. She's very embarrassed. This is unfortunate that this happened like this. But again, Judge, I don't think she's a threat based on our conversations the other day plus this morning. So I'm asking the court respectfully to remove the tether and the house arrest component.
Madam Prosecutor.
Your Honor, we're asking the court to keep that tether house arrest component. We believe that the defendant is a very grave danger to the complaining witness and to some extent to the public, Your Honor. I know you've had a chance to look at the investigation report. It is, I did not see any prior criminal history from Ms. Allen, but as far as starting off a criminal history, if she is convicted, this is an amazing way to start based on the things alleged here, Your Honor. It was based on the report. This was something that was very protracted, very comprehensive, and actually a neighbor's window ended actually up being shot out, Your Honor. We have, besides the various ways in which the complaining witness either attacked that the defendant either attacked the complaining witness or caused damage to his property. We also have her attempting to resist the police. She had fled the location, but then she came back, Your Honor. And so it's strange that she would come back after all of that. And then she proceeds by resisting the police, trying to keep herself from being arrested, Your Honor. And so based on the different allegations the trying to hit with a car, the shooting a gun 10 times, Your Honor, we believe that the tether house arrest is absolutely necessary. Also considering this wasn't even her house. She went up through the back door because she wasn't allowed in. So, Your Honor, we do think that there's a grave danger to the complaining witness, and we ask for that tether house arrest to remain in place.
Does she came back?
What's your client's work hours? What are your client's work hours?
Miss Allen, what are your work hours?
I work 8 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And Your Honor, if I could just add one thing, as far as the complaining witness not wanting to go forward, there's nothing in the file saying that. I checked the notes. There's nothing in there saying he doesn't want to go forward.
Judge, and all we got to do is listen. And I have so much respect for Miss Douglas, but she's reading off a file. She's reading off an investigative report. She has no knowledge, personal knowledge about any of this stuff. And I'm not saying I do, Judge. I'm just saying I get both sides of the story. You get part of what's going on. Now, it doesn't tell you that the complaining witness was actually shooting at my client. It doesn't tell you that because the prosecutor's not going to do that. But it's a lot more to it, Judge, that happened, than what you are reading in an investigator's report. A lot more to it, So I just want to be clear about that. It's so much more to this, Judge, and obviously it is because of the type of relationship that they have.
Court haven't heard the arguments of counsel. The defendant has already posted the monetary portion of the bond, so all we're arguing about is the tether at this point.
That's correct.
The no contact provision will continue. The GPS tether is going to stay to make sure that she is able to make sure we know that she's not near the home. However, the house arrest will be lifted, and there'll be a curfew 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chief.
Is that Judge King?
Yes, sir.
Judge King, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Sorry to interrupt you, but I have some very special guests that came from a long way just to come and see me and to meet you as well.
Okay, who you got? Turn the camera around, please.
I'm gonna have them come up to the podium.
Okay.
Rachel, she's coming from Georgia. These are some of our YouTube viewers.
Oh, wow. Good morning. Spent a lot of time in Georgia. I was there in Atlanta from 91 to 96. So, man, you've come up from the GA.
Way from Columbus.
That's all right.
Also have Christine, also known as Tall Glass. She's coming from California. Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, well, she is tall. Okay. All right. Welcome from Cali.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
As
meet
well as
you.
Mr. Reagan, sir.
Nice to meet you.
They're big fans of Phil Reagan as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Listen, we all are big fans of Phil Reagan.
We also have some locals here. We have Nani coming from Romulus.
How you doing?
Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Man,
We
this is
have Honey coming from the east side of Detroit.
the right side. The east side is the right side. All right. Well, first of all,
There
guys.
was a few people aside from me they wanted to meet. They wanted to meet Ms. Drain, Mr. Reagan, Judge Bryant, and yourself.
Well, listen. First of all, I want to thank you guys for observing court. You guys are like a part of the court right now. And one thing that we're trying to do is to make sure there's access, to make sure this is an open forum, and we appreciate you. That's why that guy's the presiding judge of the felony docket. He does a wonderful job. Phil is a great defense attorney. Ms. Drain's a great prosecutor. And Ms. Douglas, my prosecutor, is a great prosecutor. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll let Judge King know when I'm in the building in about an hour. If you guys are still there, I'll come by and say hi to you.
All right, Chief.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
Take care.
All right.
All right, calling case 220-602-4801, people of the state of Michigan versus Desmond Taylor, defendant charged with count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, also count 2 and 3. Calling case 220-602-4801, people of the state of Michigan versus Demond Taylor, defendant is charged with count 1, assault or assault and battery. Also calling case 230441101, people of the state of Michigan versus Demond Taylor, defendant is charged with count 1, assault or assault and battery. Today is the date and time for a bond redetermination hearing.
Jennifer Douglas for the people.
Reagan on behalf of Mr. Taylor, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor, Demond Taylor.
Morning. So this is $100 capious bond?
Yes, $200 capious and $150,000 cash, no contact, GPS tether, and house arrest, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. So he has 3 cases.
3.
So one is 100. What's the second one?
Case number 1, the A and B is 100. Case number 2, the A and B is 100. Case number 3, it's an RNO, police officer RNO, and it's 50,000 cash, no contact, GPS, and house arrest.
Okay.
All the alleged offense dates are from 2022, Judge, June and July of 2022. The last case wasn't filed until January of 23, the newest one. That's why.
Okay. Argument.
Judge, it's my client's 23. He works at has been so for the last 8 months. So he's out doing something, Judge, and which is a great thing. It's a lot of little stuff going on here. I do understand that. But I do think that a personal bond with the tether would suffice, Judge. I definitely think, and I know the court's going to think, because of the 2 prior cases, we might need a tether for Mr. So if we could do a 50,000, Judge, for that case with GPS tether, and the other cases we could do $100 personal. I would ask respectfully the court do that, Your Honor.
Okay, why did the client get here?
Judge, he's been here for about 5 days, Judge. He has a he was arrested, Judge, obviously on these cases, but they had another case in River Rouge he got arrested on. They had not signed a warrant on that case yet, though. There's no warrant signed, but he was arrested. He's in the county. We arraigned him back on Wednesday. Actually, we arraigned him on Wednesday, Judge. So he was arrested. That's how he got into custody, Judge.
So he's accused of assault. Okay. He's accused of assaulting another prisoner in one case. Is that correct?
Yes, correct, Judge.
And who was he accused of assaulting in the other case?
Let me see. Let me tell you.
Because I'm a little confused by the write-ups.
I think that there might be both Wayne County jail cases, Judge. Let me see. I don't unfortunately have a copy of the write-up right now, Judge, but I'm thinking based on the time period, because he was in the Wayne County jail from May of 2022.
It's all from
It was
2022. He was in the jail for about 5 months.
one is for spitting and resisting deputies in the jail, and then the other 2 are for beating up other inmates.
Okay.
We gotta get him out the jail, Judge. He if he's out the jail, then we don't have these cases. So we can do house arrest, but I'd ask the court to consider that GPS tether house arrest, because all his cases are in the jail.
Well, I guess my question. So he literally just capious on these 3, and then
No, he hadn't been arraigned on him, Judge. On the last one, he's never gotten arraigned on.
on the 50,000 on the one spitting on the police, he wasn't arraigned.
I never did none of that, sir.
Right. No, he's innocent, Judge. But he was, because the reason why he was only arraigned on it now, Judge, is because he spent 5 months in the county. They did not sign that last case, the RNO, until January of this year, even though it's alleged to have happened last July 20. They didn't sign it until 1/27/23. So it took the prosecutor about 6, 7, 8 months to sign that warrant.
Understood. And he was out and got picked up on something else. And
I've
that's
been out since October. I got into a domestic dispute with my baby mother.
We're good. I just want to get the timeline. Ms. Douglas?
Your Honor, the people's concern is just the assault of nature of these inmates actually had to get, I know they're it's from last year, but inmates actually had to be transferred because of the extent that they were assaulted. Your Honor, the spitting, of course, isn't as concerning, but Your Honor, the fact that there is even a capias after all of this, we think that that shows a danger of not showing up to court as required. So, Your Honor, if the bond was reduced, we absolutely think that there needs to be a tether on him. We actually think that the tether should be a tether house arrest, given that while he's not charged, he was picked up on something else, and that two of these are cases that he capiased on were highly assaultive.
Well, Judge, I don't know about highly assaultive. I know it's their misdemeanor A and Bs, and we don't know what happened. It's not easy in the county. I mean, I don't know, if he got attacked, we defending himself. I mean, we don't know, Judge. We know that,
And I had a deputy here, Judge. I know I'm supposed to be talking, but
Yeah.
I've been in this county since last year, and the deputy named Elatopi. I done ruled like so many grievances on this man. They had me sleeping on metal for 10 days. And then he was moving me around to get me jumped because I don't listen to him. I listen to the deputy named Dixon. You feel me? Because Dixon was funny. And Elatopi, he was telling people my full-blown name. Don't nobody know me. So how do people in Rock 16 and Rock 15 know my full-blown name?
Gotcha. Understood, sir. Who set the $50,000 bond? That was not a capious bond, was it?
No, that was Magistrate, I believe, Kilperick. It was Wednesday, Magistrate Burns. I think it was Magistrate Kilperick, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, court haven't heard the arguments of counsel. Court is converting the $100 bonds to $100 personal. The R&O 50,000 cash bond is being reduced to 5,000 personal with a GPS tether. House arrest can leave for
court. Hey, but listen, sir, house arrest, I work at McDonald's, and the only reason I'm working because I got five kids on the way. You feel me? And I don't know if I'm gonna be fired when I leave here by the end or not, but I was saying like house arrest, I need the money because I really got 4 kids on the way.
Judge, so I think
4 kids on the way.
Yeah, I got 4 kids on the way.
But he needs to work,
4
Judge.
4 baby mothers.
But no. You have 4 women pregnant right now, or you have 4 kids right now?
I got 4 women pregnant right now.
Oh, okay.
He needs that job, Judge.
He actually does need to work. What's your shift at McDonald's right now?
I work from 11 to 5.
11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Court's going to change the house arrest to just to the GPS tether, and we're going to do 10 p.m. 6 a.m. curfew.
Thank you.
So he can go to work. And
thank you, Judge. Thank you. 4 kids, thank you too. It's coming.
We got okay. All right. Have a good day.